Hello, Aries, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. Welcome to your weekly pre-shuffle with me. This is where I convey to you my download. Then I pull 3 positions. We do the popper method on the tarot to help explain the download, the psychic download that I'm getting when I tune into your vibrational frequency band. Channel Aries, station the Ram. And then I take it over to, it's usually the extended, but I have a guest coming over this week. So it will be just Patreon this week for all of the weeklies, which you may want to check out, at least bookmark the page. It is 11/11 for the entire month. That's 30 or more days of content for you and energy work for you. You can watch your weeklies for your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. And you get daily tarot spreads, daily astrology. Why can't I say this word? Daily astrological. I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Every single day, the daily, it's called the Artegan Daily Bulletin. It comes out the evening before the next day. And you also get access to all of the Aries readings that I've ever put up. You can search under the Aries hashtag, and it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos of energy work, and they're all timeless. I am not the timing psychic. I can tell you the what, the where, the who, the how, but I cannot tell you when. I am not that psychic. I'm not that witch. So long story short, right? Okay, on to your download. So Aries, the end of an era is your download. There's a whole closing energy, the end of an era, the end of, this might be kind of nostalgic. You may be closing out your summer, you may be closing out school or a job or an internship or a relationship or a realm of experiences for yourself. It's definitely the end of an era, though. It might even be in your personal development, the end of you existing in the current state of aware or a previous state of awareness, the end of you believing your life was heading in a certain direction, you believing that you're going to end up in a certain place or with a certain person or in a certain profession. It's the end of an era. I feel like I'm channeling you guys very early. This might carry into your full moon, the 20th of October. On the timing psychic side, might. The lights get really bright and I've just been having like headaches. And it's just like a thing. Oh, movement. 8 of Wands. Oh my God. See, life is just moving beyond. You know what I'm saying? It's got to keep it moving. Ooh. Oh, you might be celebrating that there's an end of an era. You might be happy about this. You might be real. This might be a wish dream come true. Oh, man. Oh, it is. Okay. Congratulations, Aries. So it's a good thing. It's a positive thing. Whatever is ending or changing this week, you want to see it as positive because it is. This world energy is bringing a very, very helpful conclusion to a long-standing matter. I'm trying to get this so you guys can see it. Okay. It says 4 of Pentacles, though. It's kind of interesting. I feel like you sort of dug in your heels about something. You dug in your heels and it sort of settled into a foundation. It sort of settled into maybe even who you are. Wow. What I'm getting is that you held on to the priority, or you held on to what really mattered to you. It's interesting. It's like there's an end of an era. There's, things will no longer be that way anymore. But what does go with you into the new era is so firm. And it's like you just know it in your heart of hearts. and that is inside of you. That does not change, and there's no end of an era to that. There's an end of an era to all of these external things, but something about that experience of that era that is closing out for you, Aries, is ingrained in you. And it's part of your personal development. It's part of you coming full circle in some way, shape, or form. Ooh. So there is this wish coming true. There's something nice here. Like if you're graduating, they give you a party, I think, right? A graduation party, or like a quinceanera, or like a sweet 16. I never had either of those. I never had a quinceanera. I never had like a sweet 16. I don't know, but I mean, I think people still do that. I think. I don't know. But it's kind of like that. Actually. Quick little sidebar here. I remember, I don't remember how old I was, but I remember ranting to my dad and my stepmom and my sister about how families only celebrate these really archaic milestones in people's lives, you know, um, pregnancies, marriages, and graduations, high school, college. And I was like, there's never any sort of pat on the back or congratulations for like incorporating your own legal entity, or like starting your own business, or reaching us. I hadn't been anywhere near being on like YouTube yet, but I would have added that in. But like all of the more unconventional accomplishments that people, or like standing up to the man, or like standing up to, advocating for your needs, when your daughter goes and like really advocates for their rights, or when your son goes and just marks the world with their little stamp or something, in a big way. It's always like these very archaic, outdated sort of. So anyway, okay. But I'm kind of getting that vibe for you. I'm kind of getting that. Okay, so Aries, whether or not your family is like, or your friends, or your spouse, or your significant other, whether or not they are like there to root for you and cheer you on, what you have from closing out this era is just such a celebration in itself. So I think you should throw your own little party for yourself and celebrate everything that this experience has brought you, and everything that it's really cemented. It's like, who you are and what you're about, from having been challenged so severely and having been opposed so strongly, that it's helped you define yourself in the face of that opposition, in the face of these challenges. You're better defined to your own self. Whereas maybe you thought, if I were in a very tense position, I would do this. Or you watch, a war movie or any movie, and you're like, man, if I were in the house being chased by the killer, I would have gone upstairs, or I would have gone out the front door. I would have done this. Well, now you know, because you're just coming out of that. So celebrate yourself. I will take this into the flip side and take a look at the specifics of the week ahead. So if any of this is resonating with you, or begins to resonate with you throughout time or the rest of this week, feel free to join me on the flip side. Link is in the description box below. Otherwise, my lovely Aries, my Rams, take very good care. And until next Monday, my loves, many, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings. Mwah.